Hi, girls. In the last session of the introduction to microbiology, we saw the classification of the microorganisms and we saw in detail about the eukaryotes and the prokaryotes. And we also looked into the general characteristic features of bacteria. In this session, let us look into the details of the bacteria. Locomotion in bacteria, as we saw earlier, is brought about by flagellum. Locomotion is the process of movement in bacteria, or it is a transportation of bacteria. Locomotion in bacteria. Locomotion means movement. Bacteria is capable of movement from one place to another or transport. This is brought about by flagella. When the flagella is absent, the bacterium is called as atrichous. If the bacterium contains only one flagellum at the end, it is called as monotrichous. When the flagellum is present at both the ends, the bacteria is called as amphitrichous. If there is a bunch of flagella at one end, the bacteria is called lophotrichous. Some bacteria contain flagella all over their body and it is called as peritrichous. In this image, we can find the classification of bacteria based on the presence of flagella. Monotrichous bacteria contain only one flagella at one end. Amphitrichous bacteria contain only one flagella at both the ends. Lophotrichous contain a tuft of flagella, whereas peritrichous bacteria contain flagella all over their body. Flagella are present only in bacilli and spiral bacteria, and they are absent in the cocci. Flagella are whip-like or hair-like structures. Each flagella has three parts, namely a basal body, a hook, and a shaft. The flagella are used for locomotion, that is, movement from one place to another. Motility is brought about by the flagella. Here you can find the movement of the bacilli. The bacilli and spirilla are motile, while the cocci are non-motile. This video shows the locomotion of the different types of bacteria. We find the cocci, different types of cocci moving, the diplococci, streptococci, staphylococci, and we also find the bacilli, the movement of the bacilli, which is having a tuft of flagella. And you can see how they are propelling forward. Motility in bacteria brought about by flagellum. Bacteria possess one or more long unbranched appendages called as flagella. They are used for locomotion. The flagella may be polar when it is arranged at one or both the ends. When the flagellum is present at one end, it is called as monotrichous. Example, Pseudomonas aeruginosa. When it is present at both the ends, it is called as amphitrichous. When there is a tuft of flagella, it is called as lophotrichous. Example, Pseudomonas fluorescens. If the flagella are uniformly distributed, they are called as peritrichous. Example, Salmonella. We can find the different types of flagella: monotrichous, amphitrichous, lophotrichous, and the peritrichous flagella in these images. This shows the electron microscopic view of the bacterial movement. Certain soil bacteria lack flagella and show a creeping type of movement. When flagella is absent, the bacteria are called as atrichous. Let us now see about the parts of the flagella. Each flagellum contains three components: a basal body, a hook, and a shaft. The hook connects the basal body with the shaft. The flagellum is made up of protein subunits called as flagellin. This image shows the parts of the flagella where we find the basal body, the hook, and the shaft. Pili or fimbriae. This is another type of appendage that is present in the bacteria, which we have seen in the earlier class. Some hair-like structures are present on the bacteria. These are called as pili or fimbriae. They are used for attachment. Some pili are long in some bacteria and they are called as the sets pili. This we find in this image the pili or the fimbriae present in the bacteria. Pili are short hair-like appendages arising from the surface of the bacteria. They are shorter than flagella and are also much more numerous. They are straight and they are not hooked, and they are found in gram-negative bacteria. Pili arise from the cytoplasm. They are made up of protein subunits called as pilin or fibrin. The pilin subunits are arranged in a helical manner. Sets pili or hair-like structures present on the surface of some bacteria. They are longer than the normal pili. You can find here the function of the pili, how the pili is capable of capturing the DNA from the other bacteria. They are involved in the clumping or agglutination of the cells. They are also involved in the transfer of the genetic material and serve as the phage receptor site. Pili help in infection by attaching to human epithelial cells. Next, we shall see about the capsule. A bacterial cell is protected by a cell envelope. The cell envelope is made up of a capsule, a cell wall, and a plasma membrane. In some cells, a slimy cover is present instead of a capsule. Both of them have a protective function. They protect the bacteria from the external forces. In some other cells, an outer plasma membrane is present between the capsule and the cell wall. Here we find the capsule, cell wall, and the plasma membrane of the bacteria. The bacteria that are covered by a capsule are called capsulated bacteria. The bacteria which do not contain a capsule are called non-capsulated bacteria. In this image, we can find the capsule that is present in some bacteria, and also the slimy layer or the biofilm that is also possible, that is also produced by the bacteria as a means of protection. Let us now look into the various cell organelles present in the bacteria. The cell envelope encloses the cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm is colloidal in nature. It does not exhibit a streaming movement. Cytoplasm contains ribosomes and mesosomes. Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, and mitochondria are absent. The ribosomes present in bacteria are 70S type. You can see here the microscopic structure of the bacteria. We have also already seen the structure of the bacteria. It does not contain a nucleus or the nuclear membrane. It contains only a nucleoid. We can find some ribosomes, mesosomes. We can find the cytoplasm and also the flagella and the pili. Mesosomes are pocket-like structures formed by the invagination of the plasma membrane. The cytoplasm contains a bacterial chromosome in the cytoplasm. It is a double-stranded DNA. In this image, we can find the double-stranded DNA. It is not surrounded by a nuclear membrane, hence the nuclear material of bacteria are called as the nucleoid. Some bacteria contain an extra chromosomal circular DNA called as the plasmid. So there is the presence of plasmid in the structure of the bacteria, and this is also represented in the image. This is the sketch of the bacteria where it presents the various cell organelles. Cell wall, capsule, there is a plasma membrane. We find the ribosome, cytoplasm, nucleoid, plasmid, and the inclusion granules, fimbriae, and the mesosome, which is the invagination of the plasma membrane, and the flagella. In this session, we saw about the function of flagella, classification of bacteria based upon the different types of flagella, the presence of flagella. We also saw about the pili and the function of pili. And we saw about the cell organelles that are present in the bacteria. Thank you.